Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is day 34 of trying to reach the rating of 2000 ELO online. I'm rated 1827, so I'm getting closer and closer. Okay, against an 1877, d4 of course. Knight of 6, c4. Okay, he's gonna play the d5 push. No, Nimzo Indian. Okay, so we pin the knight. We take. We develop the knight and we continue playing. I have the option to play queen to c2. I will not think about that too much. So we can play this. I think I'm gonna play this. When he takes, I would take. I'm gonna still have two pawns there, which is really nice. And I want to get my bishop to d3 or e2, castle kingside, and we'll be fine. The bishop will be having some trouble being developed because of these two pawns. So he's trying to take, and he's gonna take my pawn. Okay, so we can play rook d1. He's gonna take. I would take with the knight, and when the knight takes, we can take with the pawn. I do believe that rook to d1 is nice. He's playing super fast. Is that Levy Rosman? Okay. He's from Germany. Leningrad variation. What is this? He's trying to push the other pawn to try to open up for the bishop and stuff, and pin me and pin my rook. Yeah. So we need to play bishop here, and when he plays this, we take. I do like this move because I need to castle as soon as possible. He probably seen this variation like a billion times. That's why he's playing super fast. Maybe it's better for me to take. Oh, so yeah, he wants to play that. But I can play this move now. When we try to go here, I'm simply going to attack you. And when you take, I'm going to take with the queen and everything seems fine. And yes, your bishop will be active, but good luck winning this game. I don't want to take. I want to play this. If he wasted the time, like a move like this, I'm going to play e4. So this, he's going to play here. I'm going to play e4. No pawn pushes for this guy. I'm just going to play this. He went back. That's something I don't understand. Okay, so playing e4, he doesn't have any knight or bishop move anymore. I do like this move. It closes everything. And even if you play bishop here, when he takes, we simply take with the bishop, everything is fine. But what I really hate about this position that I'm going to castle kingside. And there's potential queen here, bishop here, forcing some stuff at me. So his bishop is dead. So I do believe he's supposed to trade off the bishop for the knight. He wants to go here. Good square for his knight, I believe. We will play this. I think that he's supposed to take because your bishop will not be playing a lot of good roles here. And my knight is going to be doing some good job. So I think he's supposed to take. I'm going to take with the queen. He's going to play this move. We simply play castles. He takes. That's the best move. We take with the queen. He's going to play this move. Attacks the bishop and the pawn here. We cannot castle. We lose the bishop and the queen. Yeah, now we can go back, slide back. Then we attack the knight. Seems good, and put the bishop here. I do like this move. There's no weaknesses here. But what about this move and plays queen here? Adding more trouble there and more trouble there. So I do believe that I have to give up the bishop for his knight. If he takes, I think it's a bad move. I play this. He would take and I would take, but he can pin me. But I can play a rook here and then move my king away. So playing this, he would take and I would take. He's gonna pin my knight, and I'm forced to play rook to d3 defending. He doesn't have any way to make a pawn break or anything. And when he moves anything, I'm gonna move my king. He moves his bishop, something like that, I'm not sure. Because if I went back, this move is coming. And so I have to play this. And any attack on my pawn, I simply can defend with the queen and everything seems fine. Let's play this move. He's gonna take. Because if he played this check, I think he's an idiot. No, he can actually play it. Because after the check and I play this, he simply have bishop here. Right? So check here, bishop there. He's threatening some discoveries. So he can play this check. I do believe I can move away and start pushing my pawns and open up for the rooks. He's playing super fast, man. I'm not sure what this guy doing. He went back. Okay, definitely preparing this move, or otherwise I'm not sure what he's doing. I want to play knight to d2, f4, takes, I take his queen. So here I guess that's a good move. But this move, like, seems very bad. What about castling? I'm pretty sure the computer will say, oh, just castle, but I really don't want to castle now. Playing knight to d2, what can he do? He doesn't have any, like, yes, you have this, but what is your plan after this move? You would take, I would take your queen, and when you take, I would take, and when you take with the knight. I love this move. Knight to d2, I want to push f4. Or maybe we cannot play rook to f1 because he simply has this move, right? So we gotta play f4. He's gonna take, I would take his queen, and when he takes with the pawn, now I would take, and when he takes with the knight, he simply has double pawns. His knight cannot really get into the game. We simply have bishop to f3. He doesn't have any more checks. And then we might castle and open up for the rook. Yeah, might seem good. Might seem good. What about this and he doesn't take? Well, we simply have f5. Move your knight even further and your knight cannot really play. So I think it's critical move for him to take, and I would take, and the pawn take, and I would take, and when the knight takes, we simply put the bishop here. Doesn't have any more checks, but the problem after this, he does have this check, which wins him a pawn. On b2. What the fuck? Oh yeah, he wants to play f5 himself. Nice. And when I play this, and he takes, and I take, and the knight takes, he wants to push f5 now. If he takes, it's helping me out because I'm going to take with the knight. What about playing a very, very annoying move? Bishop to h5. It couldn't be more annoying than this. Let's play it without even thinking about it, because if you play this, I'm simply going to take you. So now he doesn't have this f5 push anymore. He does have this, but I would simply take, and when you take with the queen, I would push myself, and when you take, I would take, and any f5 push, I would push, and when you take, and I'm going to try to defend myself. But the problem is, my king is not safe. He played this move, like, right on the spot. Okay, we don't have this, but we do have the queen here, actually. Queen to f3. He can push this pawn, but we can simply take. But he would take here. We'll play this check. Oh my god. So, queen here. He would push. I would take. And if he takes with the queen, I don't like this. If I take, of course, he wants to take with the queen. Then I might castle, but the f5 push is really close. Then I will play f4. That's very weakening. So I do have the move queen to f3 defending my bishop. He doesn't have any way to attack me. He doesn't have the bishop here because I can simply take it. And if I play the queen to f3 and he pushes the pawn anyway, we simply take. Taking the pawn, it's a blunder because of a check, and when he is forced to take, then I'm going to take your rook. And he doesn't have any kind of discoveries to win my queen because of the king on the dark square. I do like this move. I'm getting the queen into the game. I'm not sure there's anything wrong with that. For some reason, I thought that the bishop here could be, even though I just looked at this move. So if he played this, I think I'm going to take, and the blunder for him is to take the pawn, because that would be a check first, and when he take me, I would take his queen. So it's a little trap, but of course he's not going to fall for it. In 1877, of course he sees a couple of moves into the future. But I do believe he's going to push anyway. And when I take, he simply take with the queen, and when I take with the pawn, he would take with the rook. I would simply put my queen here. It looks very freaking bad, but this is what I have. He pushed it. Very nice. Now I do believe we take. Is he gonna blunder and take here? No, he's seen it. Okay. If he takes, we would simply take with the queen, and when you take with the queen, I take with the knight and try to defend this. Because if I take, he simply take with the bishop and he's threatening this. But he might push or take. If takes, I'm going to take with the queen, and I have to stop. What was I thinking that this is a check? It's not the king, it's the rook there. Oh my god. What about pushing h3? If he played this, he doesn't have this any skewer anymore. But what about this and he push? I would simply push my pawn, and good luck winning this close game. And if I played this and he takes, I would simply take with the queen, but he's going to play bishop here. Oh, the bishop move is annoying. The bishop move is annoying. What about just castling? Castling now, he would take, I would take, he would play the bishop here. We would simply retreat. Any attack on my rook, we can simply move away. And my king is in front of pawns, it's safe, I guess. So if I play this, he's gonna push, we simply push. But what about castle and he takes? We take with the queen. He's gonna take with the queen, but of course, when take and taking with the queen, he's gonna play a bishop here. And I simply have to move back. He doesn't have the bishop here anymore. I simply want a castle to get my other rook into the game. He's gonna take, I would take, he's gonna put the bishop here, I would go over queen to e3. After queen to e3, he does have bishop here, but I'm gonna move there. He's gonna try to double up with the queen, but there's simply no any point of that move. So he would take, I would take, bishop here, go back. Oh, but there's bishop here, bishop to d3. So it takes, queen takes, bishop here, queen to d3, and he has bishop to d3, attacking my rook. And when I play rook to e1, he might have this push. And when I take, there's simply not. Forget it. Just forget it. We cannot take with the pawn, of course, and we cannot push because there's simply bishop takes. Right? And if we allowed him to take, we would take with this pawn to open up for the rooks. So I do believe we have to move the fuck away. And I do believe it's by playing this move. Because if he ever tried to push, we would simply take. And if I played this and he moved any move, we would simply go there. He's gonna push. But wait, after I play this move and he plays bishop here, I simply have this attack on him. And when he moves away, we simply have this pawn push. I think this is a good move. And when he takes, I would take, and he needs to trade the rooks, and then I have control of the open file. He's really good. But he might try to play this to try to force me to move away, and then he's going to push this pawn. But moving this, it's a blunder because my queen will be trapped like a freaking piece of garbage here. So when he plays this move, it's crucial to play f3, attacking the bishop. And when the bishop moves somewhere else, that's a blunder. He moves all the way back. Then we push g4, and our position is very nice. All we need to do is just work on this side of the board. If he ever played this. I'm not sure he is going to play it, but it seems very natural to play this move. I'm attacking the rook has to move, then I'm going to push my pawn. And I cannot take it because when the bishop takes, I cannot take. The rook is defending. That's why it works if I play this rook to e1. But after this move, we simply play f3, attacking the bishop. And that will allow us to move. And if he ever takes, many people would say take with this pawn, but what it takes, I would prefer to take with this queen, with the queen. If queen takes, pawn takes, and if he traded the rooks, I have the control of the open file, and my knight will be jumping in. I actually like this if I take with the queen. But if I take... But the problem is that with this, after we trading the queens, that my pawns in the center are light squares. So the only piece that is defending both is the knight. So my knight will be... Okay, forget it. Oh yeah, that's a good move. He wants to play bishop to h3, securing the queen in this. And I simply don't have queen to f3 because he simply have bishop here as well. And he's gonna play this anyway. Wow. Good job, man. That's a beautiful move. I did not see that. It supports this push, and it supports the bishop attack as well, which is magnificent. How can I win this? Moving the queen here, he's gonna play bishop here. I'm gonna move all the way there. He's gonna take me. I'm gonna take, but there's no point of taking. I'm losing the rook for nothing. And this move is coming. If I played this, disconnecting the queen, he would simply have this move. And my queen will be trapped. Unless I play the queen here, king here, move the rooks, which will take decades to do. Playing this, and he doesn't even pushes and stuff. He wants to play this. Wow, I'm just mind blown. What about this move? He would take with the bishop. I would simply play this, and he's gonna play this. So if this, he's gonna take with the bishop. It still doesn't work because this pawn is still going to be there. And making any pawn move like this, he would play this. I would attack his queen. He's gonna take my queen. I would take his queen, but he's gonna take my rook. But it is a close game. Should I go for that? Should I go for this? Takes, push. No, this takes. What about this? He's gonna play this. We're gonna play this. He's gonna take, and I would take. He's gonna take my rook. I would take with the king. And he cannot make a weakness out of this pawn right away. But he still have a rook for a bishop. This. He's gonna play this. We're gonna play this. He's gonna take. I would take. He's gonna take. My knight would try to jump in. I don't want to play passively because I'm not sure what's going to happen, so I'm going to play f3. He's going to play this. I'll play this. He's going to take my queen. I'm going to take his queen. He's going to take my rook, and I'm going to take with the king. And try to play this. If he did not play this, he lost his advantage, all of his advantage. So he needs to play like 100% bishop to h3. Yeah, play this. He would take my queen, I would take him. He simply won an exchange. He's gonna take me here. And now we take with the king because that's honestly he doesn't have this push to attack my pawn. And I'm gonna try to reroute the knight, but after this move, he knows that I'm gonna play this, so he might push this pawn. What about pushing here right away? He would take and I would take, and that will create two pass pawn for him and a weakness for me. That's not a good move. This is my only problem. Can I try to get the king here? And the rook will try to support and put the rook there. If you ever try to take it, I would take with the pawn. My king will be there. What? I'm lost here. What did he do? That's a blunder. That loses all of his advantage. This locks in the position that I just play h3. You can never push, I can take with the pawn. Now the position is entirely closed. And all you can do is push these two, which is equal because it's 2 plus 2 here, so 2 against 2. Why the hell did he do that? And by the way, knight, 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 knight. Good square, because this is a weakness. He's gonna try to push this one. If you play this one, we have to play this, but he's gonna push. What about playing this? He's gonna push. I would take, and when he takes, I'll play the rook here. He's gonna double up. He has this pawn push. What about playing h4? If he pushed here, I'm simply gonna take, and I'm gonna push my pawns, and I'm gonna have 2 here. Pushing here, what about him taking? We're simply gonna play king here. He's gonna push. I would go there. And when he takes, I would take with the king. No, you have to take with the knight. Wait, if he played this, you simply don't care. Because when he takes, you take with the knight, you're defending everything. And he cannot really attack the knight. So I have to move my king to support this push, to use my rook, and the knight will do a good job with these pawns. But which square is better? Is this a good move? This to push. King here, he's gonna push. Now we can play this right away. If he takes, you take with the knight, everything is protected in the position. He doesn't have shit. Sorry about cursing. So I'll play rook here. He's gonna try to use his rook, and I'm gonna play this, but then he's gonna put his rook there, and when I take, he can take with the rook. So I need to push right now. And if he went here, I would take. And if he takes, I would simply give him a check. And I need to go here to attack both pawns. And my king will stop this one, right? I have to push this pawn. That was a blunder for him. Because that allowed, now he put his pieces there. And now the job is here. So now he needs to waste more time to try to reroute his pieces to defend this position. Because the king alone, we cannot stand against this too. Oh, so he can definitely play this move. And he wants now to use his rook there. So now I would take, he's gonna take with the pawn. I'm gonna push the pawn. So what about takes? What about taking now? He's gonna take with the rook. I'm gonna play this. He needs to move his king, his rook. He cannot. So he takes this here, attacking the pawn. He cannot defend it with the. He can defend it with the king. So what about takes? He's gonna take. I will play this, and he can try to defend with the other rook. Because if I simply played rook here, he takes. I would take. I don't care, let's play rook to g1. If he played this, I would take. And if he takes, I would move here. And he check. That's a move. So if I take, he can take with the pawn. Take here. He's gonna take. Or simply not take, I'm not sure. Okay, play this, attack the weak pawn. He is forced to play this, or moving the king away, which will win me a pawn, so he is forced to play this move. Then, can I play this and get bulldozed? Yes, that's a good move. He's forced to play that move. So when I take, he would take, I would push, and when he put his king there, I would take, and when he takes me, I would take with the rook, and now I have counterplay. So takes, he's gonna take with the pawn, I'm gonna push my pawn, you cannot go here because I can simply take, attack on you as well. Push, he goes here, you go here. He takes, you take. Oh, I did not see that. And we cannot play this because that would be a check. What about playing this? He's gonna play the rook here, then the king here, then he would take, and when I take, he's gonna take. Can I use my king? Cannot use my king. If I push, he's simply gonna take with the rook. But I have this now, and that would be a check, and I'm gonna lose the other pawn. So I need to defend it. Defend the pawn. He's gonna play this. Very nice. Now I'll play this. I need to use my king. But this will create a passed pawn. He wants to play this move. How can I stop that? What about playing this? He was gonna play this, and I'm gonna play this, attacking bull. He cannot play that because of the rook. So this move doesn't make any difference. Yeah, we have to play this. My knight is good, but then I'm gonna push, and when he take, I would take. I'm not sure what to do. What about moving my king? He's gonna move here. Then I'm gonna play this move, but then any pawn push. Playing this, he would play this, I will play this. Let's go here. He still cannot take, but now you moron, he does have this. He has rook to h8. I only looked at king to g6. When he plays this, should I go back? And yes, he's gonna now use his king to defend, and we are forced to trade a rook for this pawn. He played that move. Okay, attack his rook. That's a blunder. Because I would move my king and he would be thinking, oh my god, a free pawn, but when he takes, that would be, oh, nice, good move. He's gonna take, and when I take, he's gonna take with the king. He's defending everything. So maybe I need to push, but then he's gonna go here. I'm gonna push my pawns. I do like this move, so let's play it. If he takes, I would take, and when the king takes, yes, he can get his king into the position, but his rook can't play. If he takes, I would take, and when he takes like this. Can I take with the knight? Of course fucking not. Take with the pawn. He takes like this. Okay. Okay. Focus. If I take, he's gonna take with the king. He cannot attack me. All I need to do is just get my king there. So wait, if I take and king takes and I push my king, he's gonna go there. I'm gonna push my king there. He's gonna go here. But he simply still has this push. What about pushing and then taking? When he takes, I would play this, but he can simply stop it. So what about take, go here. He's gonna move his king and I'm gonna go there, and when he takes, I need to take the rook. I'm not sure why I wasted that time on that move. He's gonna take. I do have this move, but that will play. He will play this, and then I'm gonna need to go back. So this move goes here. We'll play this. He would make this pawn push, maybe. He wants to go here, man. I cannot stop it. So here, 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 and then he will have this push. And when I take, the king takes, and I have to move here, then he's gonna use his rook. And if I pushed here, he simply has this. I cannot defend the pawn. So the only legal move is either this or this, or moving the king. And if I tried to use the king, I would take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 moves, and he only needs 1 to break a pawn. Playing this, he doesn't have this to attack my pawn, but he does have this. Then I will play here, or here. So wait, this, play this, use your knight, but where am I going to use my knight? He's going to go here, I'm going to go there, he's going to make a pawn push, I'm going to take him with the king takes, I'm going to go here. He's going to try to push me with the... I think the best move for him is to sacrifice the pawn, to create a weakness to get in with the rook, force me away, get his king, take the pawn, push your pawn, that's simple. He played a perfect game. This guy is really good. Wow. Yes, that's the best move. He wants to push, but when I take, the king takes. If I play this, he's gonna move here. Then I'm gonna go there. I have to do this. We can play this now. We cannot play this because we can always go here. And I do believe that the best move is to give away the pawn. Because when I take with the pawn, yes, he's allowing me to have a pawn, but he's gonna give me a check first. He played this. The crazy thing that I cannot make a fucking move. What about taking the pawn here? He's gonna take, I'm gonna push, he's gonna stop it. What about pushing? He's gonna take an I sack, and when he takes, I'll push. He still can go back. What about moving my king? He's gonna play this. This is the only move that I have. If he pushed, that's a big ass blunder. Because you're supposed to open up things. When he takes, and I would take, he's going to move his king. And at that point, I'm losing because I need to move my king. Because if I move the knight, he's going to take this one. So this pawn is the only thing that's locking the rook in. I tried my best, but that's just... What if I did not take? Yes, that's... Yeah, I need to support him to go here. Now he's going to push the king there. It is the best move. Nice. Nice, very nice. I move here. He's going to push there. I'm going to go here. But he's going to have opposition. I'm not sure what am I doing. Push, take, this, check, down. What about playing this, allowing him to take, and playing this move? So what about this? He's going to take and I'll play this. I simply give away a pawn. But that is just losing. Because now he doesn't have any reason to. He can have this move if I play this. But let's play it. Because we're also threatening this to give a check. To force the king. This is just losing. a5, a4, a3, a2. That's not a useful check, but go ahead. Oh, he wants to play this. Rook here. No reason to do that. Oh my god, he's so scared. He's so fucking scared. Even if I give the check, the knight cannot get into the defense of my position. If I gave away... What about playing this, and when he takes I would take? Simply will not end up in a freaking draw, and my king cannot get in to stop the pawn because the rook is defending. You tell your opponent GG, and you resign the game, and you go and learn from your mistakes. Let's learn. Very nice game from him, like wow. But I think it was like maybe a draw, but then I blundered and I on the other side, like this is completely losing. Hit the game review, and go here. I mean, opponents at this level are freaking crazy good. Like, there's nothing to do, man. Literally, 91%. See what I'm dealing with? 91% accuracy. So d4, knight f6, c4. To be honest, I thought he's gonna play this, the Grunfeld, I guess, but he did not. He played the Nimzo. And all of this is just theory. No need to overthink. But queen here was not that much good. Why? e3. Yo, you just like, what the hell do you want with h4? I want to cancel this play, man. My king will not be safe. That's just crazy. So all the moves are good. That was a bad move. Take that pawn. What was he supposed to do? Counter-attack the queen. Excuse me? Is this computer drunk or what? I have e4. If you take, I would take with the queen. What about e4? Two hanging pieces, what the hell? Oh, he can play knight to d4. I did not even look at the engine. Where the fuck is the lines? It's knight to d4, right? Knight to d4, yeah. Okay, shut up. Go back to the game review, you trash. Computer. You missed an opportunity to connect rooks. I was supposed to castle now. Okay. I was supposed to play this to stop the knight from entering. What was I supposed to do? Defend the pawn. And when he takes, you would take. So here it was back to equal because of him. What was he supposed to do? Yeah, just take my bishop. That was his best move. What was I supposed to do here? H4. Not bad either. I was supposed to cancel, but what about this move? It's really fucking crazy and scary. That was a bad move. I was supposed to go back. Wow. Yo. What if he takes the pawn? What? Oh, I would take with the knight. In case he takes my queen, I would take his. That was the great move that he found. That is an amazing move for him. What was I supposed to do just to move away out of all of this? Yes, that's the move that I talked about, but... I mean, come on, we all know that f3, it just... Like, I would never try my queen. Look at that. Saddest queen ever. And I was forced to go queen to h1 to try to get my king there, to try to open up some lines and move my queen out of the way. Which will take me ages, literally ages to do. And see, I told you, this move was bad. But what, my move was bad either. Oh my god. Hold up a second, why the fuck I did not think about this? Put your king here. He doesn't have any pawn breaks or any checks. All you need to do is just maneuver your pieces. Any pawn push will allow him to take and put the knight here. He doesn't have any way to attack you. Oh, I totally missed that. That was a bad move. I was supposed to take. Yeah, fuck no. I will not take that. If he takes, I would develop my knight, protect the pawn, attack a pawn, not allow him to defend like this, which is amazing. That was the best move. That was a shitty move. A4. Excuse me? What about rook to b4? Because then you would have this, and when he takes with the check, you're gonna lose the... What the hell are you talking about? Bush, this move takes, and... Wow. But simply there's... Wait. I was not supposed to take? Move the rook there to try to add counterplay. And if any checks, you would move here. But what about this move that attacks a pawn? It's like 100% losing. There's nothing to be done here. You had a pretty competitive game there. The opening was balanced. Your opponent found some nice moves in the middle game. Although you played a great endgame, your opponent did even better. Wow. Really good game, but I just want to go back all the way to here. D4, knight f6, c4, Nimzo Indian. I just want to know where that I messed up. Here it could be bad. But instead of the queen here, what was the best move is h4, which is mind-blowing. It's a little advantage for him in the opening, so it's not like I am going to, to try to understand the Nimzo Indian, because I do understand it. I played perfectly well. I mean, it's 100% equal. But I missed some stuff. I did some weakening moves. I allowed the knight to jump in. I made some weakening moves and did not castle. Nice. So too many weakening moves. I was supposed to castle and there was no way for him to attack me. And even if I take here, he takes with the bishop, it's not looking at anything. If he takes with the pawn, I'm controlling the open file. Unless he played this, then I would simply castle. Whenever he takes my rook, I would simply take with this one, and nice. Okay. So the mistake that I made, that I delayed the safety of my king for later, and this is what happened. That's what happens when you try to delay the most important thing in the opening, which is the king's safety. Look at him. He castled his king very, very, very early in the game, and he's really safe. And now I need to deal with his attack. And what I hate about the Nimzo Indian, that's this push that I don't know how to deal with, the f5 push. I always do something bad about it. And it's all because of this pawn push. Like, if there was no pawn here, the f5 push would not be that much to me, because a really good game. Like, there's no blunders in my position, just like no blunders, which is I'm really proud of. At a 1700, 1800 level, you're not going to see that much blunders, but just like small mistakes that accumulate over the time and will create some good advantage for your opponent. So it's just like little moves like this one and a little move like this one that, make you lose the game in the future. So it's no longer blunders. In the beginner level and the intermediate level, it's just about blunders. Sometimes we do blunder at this level, but sometimes we blunder a pawn, sometimes we blunder like some kind of crazy ass tactic, but the many mistakes that we make in our positions, like we are like the 1800s, 1700s ELO players, it's just positional mistakes and irrelevant pawn moves and delaying of important things in the opening. Because I thought that I always have this move, why I should not just delay it and stop him from pushing this pawn to create more attack on me, and also stop the knight and the bishop. So it seems very, very, very beautiful for me, because it stops the bishop, stops the knight. Very good move, but it turns out to be very bad, and I lost a chunk of advantage because of this one. So we learned some stuff. It was a good game. 91. He's really killing it, this guy. That was it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.